You'll know about that one. He's slow to get up. There is Rome Steele, gets a possession out towards Elliott. Mark Payne, siren goes! Collingwood love Adelaide. They've come to the Oval. They've stolen it. And their next outing will be the MCG in a preliminary final. Collingwood get the job done in front of a hostile crowd. There'll be buses going back across the border with partying pies packed in. Collingwood off to a prelim.
Unbelievable. 3 weeks ago they came here. 71 inside 50s. All the stats said they would win and they didn't. But tonight they roll back out in the biggest of games. And they've been fantastic. That man there was incredible, Nick Daicos. They controlled the game and it started from their back half. And a man who had, well, David King said the best game of his career is with our Mark Prosciutto.
Darcy, that was an unbelievable performance, mate. Well done.
Thanks, mate. It's just unbelievable. We're so blessed to be out here, mate. So blessed to have the team that we've got. We have such a great time out here in big games, and tonight was no different. So proud of them. What a performance.
Adelaide's had a dominant forward line all year, but tonight you guys dominated back there. What was the plan before the game? How did you end up with so many intercept marks tonight?
Yeah, look, our defence has been our real strength all year. You know, we're the #1 team over the whole season for points against, so you can't fake that. That's our record. So we knew we had that. We got the runs on the board in that respect, excuse the cliche. But we got a good look at it a few weeks ago as well, like kept them to a pretty low score, admittedly in the wet, but yeah, mate, I'm going to give the boring answer, trust our system and go to work. But, yeah, I just think it was a real complete team performance tonight. And, the defence was just unbelievable.
Leading into the finals, the form hadn't been that good. I think you won 1 out of 6 games. What did Coach Craig McRae say just heading into the finals?
Yeah, look, clearly not ideal. You want to get results, but we are, as a team, like, probably sounds cliche, but we're always working on our game. We are always moving forward. We're not looking back. We're not trying to recreate something we once had. The season is a journey. We're just trying to learn more about ourselves as a team. And that period, yes, we lost the game by a point, lost the game by a kick against the Suns, and a few disappointing performances. But we've got a lot of trust in this group, mate. So when you've got that trust, you've got that belief and real character in the group, you can, regardless of results, you can bring your best. And I think we know that finals footy is a whole different ball game, and yeah, we proved that tonight.
Jordan De Goey back in full flight helps as well, doesn't it?
Oh, mate, he's had a 12-month pre-season, so he should be ready to go. He's been working so hard and had so many setbacks, and he just looks, he looks good, doesn't he? So he's one of a few guys who are just definitely peaking at the right time.
All right, go and enjoy it with the teammates. Good luck in the prelim.
Thanks, Roo. Good on you, mate.
So Collingwood earned the week off and a home preliminary final at the MCG. They are one big step closer to a grand final. An extraordinary defensive performance, in particular by their skipper Darcy Moore. 9 intercept marks, the most in a final. We can see both teams gathering here to pay tribute to Taylor Walker in game at number 300. Jason Dunsell, he tried hard, but he couldn't quite haul his Crows over the line.
No, he gave his all. He certainly was one of the better contributors for the Crows, but too few, unfortunately, from their perspective. Great to see in the midst of what's a great away win for Collingwood, a big final win that gets them into prelim. They've still got the composure to think about this, to go over, to be a part of the Guard of Honour, and he acknowledges that. Tex Walker, but this has been a masterclass from Collingwood.
And little Louis got the Collingwood jumper on. That's a bit harsh.
He's pulled out the first,
yeah,
35. Yeah, you can probably understand that after the way Nick played tonight. But no, special moment for Taylor Walker. We know what he's meant to this football club.
Have a look, he wants to run over to the Collingwood players.
Yeah, he wants his dad to take you into the Collingwood rooms. But they'll be disappointed, no doubt. The Crows, they didn't play anywhere near their best tonight. We'll talk about them a bit later. The lucky thing about finishing on top is they get the double chance, and they'll be back here next week to try and redeem themselves. So they'll walk off, lick their wounds, and they've got a lot to work on. We spoke about some vulnerabilities of them coming into this game. They are exposed, but this team tonight was just brilliant. I thought the way that they started this contest, they knew what they needed to do. They knew what it took to win a final. Right from the outset, their leaders stood up. They all jumped on board. The back line was sensational, and they deserve to be into another prelim, and look, aren't they pumped?
And that man, Nick Daicos, further enhances his reputation as one of the game's absolute best. Not hard to see why little Louis Walker has jumped ship with the number 35 on his back, because he is a player that just makes you love our game.
He is, and they dominated through the midfield. I mean, there's some serious problems there for the Adelaide Crows, and it shows you how much they rely on their skipper, Jordan Dawson. If he doesn't dominate the contest, well, then they're a little bit lost in the middle of the ground, and Collingwood just dominated. Nick Daicos, he makes every possession count, so he doesn't have to get, I mean, he normally does get a heap of it, but even when he doesn't, he uses them so well. He's either setting up goals or setting up teammates with the opportunity to send the team into attack.
So the fallout now for the Adelaide Crows, who are going to have to do it the hard way. Joey, what does this mean for them today? They get to play here again at the Adelaide Oval next week, so another home final. They've earned the right as the team that won the minor premiership, but things are trickier now. Yeah, they are, but they deserve the second chance, and more often than not, the team that gets the double chance will bounce back and win at home. So they're going to take on the winner of the Giants and Hawthorn, which is not going to be easy, because we know those two teams, whoever win, is going to be in red hot form. But now we'll touch on Adelaide. No doubt their ball movement is becoming a big concern. It has been for a big part of the year, particularly the last 6 or 8 weeks. Their clearance game, which we also touched on, they got exposed a bit, and they had to throw Rory Laird back in the midfield. So they've got some concerns, but I think they'll be right and should be able to bounce back. But Collingwood are now the ones in the box seat. They've set themselves up magnificently. Jace, it's going to be a fun bus ride home to Melbourne for the Collingwood convoy that made its way. We know Craig Kelly, the CEO, put on a couple of buses to get the fans over here, and you can see them out in force. I think you should not fly home with us. You should jump on that bus and head home with the fans.
Wouldn't that be a lot of fun? They travel as well as any team supporters, Collingwood. They are loyal to a fault, and you can see the players acknowledge them. There's a small black and white army here, and what a trip it has been worthwhile coming over. They will remember this trip for a long time. That is going to be one they're going to celebrate all the way home.
Their record here is fantastic too. We spoke about the 10-1 coming in, and the one loss was that recent one, and it was an unusual game. All the stats said that they probably should have saluted in that game. They take so much confidence from this, and now they get to play at the MCG in a prelim final. It is a massive advantage, Joey. Yeah, absolutely. And it's amazing, this record now at the Adelaide Oval, but now they get another rest. They get to freshen up again, which I think will probably suit. We know it's the oldest team ever to go out into a final. They'll get that break. They'll plan really well. They'll be able to watch and see who they get to come up against, and there's no reason why this team shouldn't be feeling really good about themselves to be able to win another premiership right now.
They missed the magic. They missed the magic of Isaac Rankin tremendously tonight. That spark inside 50. They had no answers to throw into the middle to get a wild card. I mean, you said Laird in the end. They don't want to be going back to Laird. Now they want to be going to Rankin, and that's the gap in the game. Daicos' footwork and his kicking separate the game, Jace.
Yeah, he's elite. Doesn't do it justice, does it? He does what other players can't do, quite simply. From the moment he kicked that first goal, where I thought he was off balance and would have had to have kicked the check side, he found a way to kick a drop punt off the outside of his boot. To every kick that he's had throughout the course of the night, he just makes them better every time he's involved in the passage of play. And full credit to Craig McRae. Some of the things we thought may have happened didn't quite, but it was still sidebottom. It only played 5% of the season as a forward. Played 50% forward tonight. Kicks the goals. Pendlebury playing a little bit more behind the ball. They brought Mason Cox in, who had some impact at times, and you've got to salute the coach as well for what he's been able to do to get this team in the right state of mind, the right game plan. They hadn't been playing great footy that last 6 weeks, but when it mattered most, they stood up.
We haven't seen Darcy Moore play a game like that for I don't know how long. His positioning was first class. He put Maynard where he needed to be. He put Frampton where he needed to be. And he just stood out the back unopposed for 80 of the 120 minutes. It was just a work of art from the coach's box. And Matty Nicks, to be fair, he didn't have the answers.